Whew. Ever had a long night? Right. I think we've all experienced it one way or another. That was that polished off. Well, certainly hit the mahogany last night, didn't I? You know, there's a lot put into the actual drinks and the cocktails we have on a nightly basis. But what about the day after? What about that hair of the dog? Or even just something for that brunch? You know what we need? We need a Bloody Mary. Right, Bloody Mary. A lot of history behind this one. I'm not going to go into any of it actually at all. Reason being is, it's all over the place. Many accusations, suggestions, where it actually came from, who knows? You can look it up, you can certainly find out yourself there. But, you know, whether you've had a night out, you're feeling a little bit rough, or, you know what, you just need a little something to spark up that midday meal, then a Bloody Mary does it all for you. It's actually a really, really good drink. I actually used to drink them at the end of the night. I don't know why, maybe I thought it was going to help me through the next day, but it never really did. So you've woken up, you want that drink, you're looking like this. You know what, if you look like this, then you've got more things to worry about than actually what you're going to have for your brunch drink or your hangover cure. So, but if you can't cure this, then let's see what we can cure anyway. Alright, let's get kicked off with the Bloody Mary. Vodka, yep. A little bit of the hair of the dog. Now what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to make 2 of these actually. So I'm doubling up the portions. So it's actually going to be 2 ounces of vodka for each one. You see I'm actually putting this into a shaker. But if you wish, you can certainly make this straight up in the glass as well. What I'm doing is I'm putting it into the shaker here so I can chill it down quickly, and then I'll pour it into another glass with the fresh ice. Alright, core, vodka, what else? Tomato juice. Alright, 3 ounces for each one. So that's 2. 4. 2 for each, no, 3 ounces for each one, which makes it 6. Yeah, okay. So not killed too many brain cells anyway, I can still work that one out. Okay, that's our tomato juice in there. So those are the core components, definitely. And many times, you know, if you've been on a flight somewhere and you ask for a Bloody Mary, you're not going to get one, but you can ask for a vodka and a tomato juice, and hey presto, you've got an instant pseudo Bloody Mary. But there's more to it than that. You need something that's actually going to keep you warm as well. There's a lot of spices and flavours go into this. Now let's move on to the Worcestershire. Yeah, good one. Try pronouncing that one if you haven't been around it for a while. But Worcestershire sauce, crammed with flavour, lot of great spices. Now, if you're vegetarian, sorry, can't have this. I can't remember if it's sardines or something that's in this, but you really do need this for the flavour if you're going core. Now what I'd like to do is it's either 2 or 3 for each one. Big dash is 1, 2, 3, 4. That was quite a bit there actually. Now you'll see a lot of measurements out there that are a lot of recipes. They'll use say maybe half an ounce or something of that type. I found that using that amount actually is too much for the drink itself. So just those kind of dashes actually adds enough. As I said with many other things, try whatever you like yourself. Alright, you know, a bit of a spice, Tabasco, come on, or any other hot sauce that you have at hand. Okay, so we'll do a couple of big dashes for each one. Well, that's interesting because my Tabasco sauce is not being very friendly here with coming out of the bottle. So that was probably 2 big dashes in total for each one there. You do need that spice. Bit of saltiness, bit of additional flavour. Something that comes from celery seeds. Why is celery actually used in this? I have no idea, but you certainly know it's used as a garnish. Celery salt. Big pinch for each one of these, okay? A pinch, just grab some between your finger and thumb, throw it in. That's 1, 2. Celery salt is in there. This is really core. You can really get your hands on this. There are a few recipes out there to be able to make this yourself as well. But if you can get your hands on some celery salt, whoever it's from, then certainly do that. Okay? This one, horseradish. It actually adds an extra bit of spiciness. Rounds out the mouthfeel and the flavour a little bit, I find as well. If you don't have it, then it's certainly not going to kill you. Certainly hope not. If you don't have it. But if you can get your hands on it, then certainly do this. Alright, I'm going to use half a teaspoon for each one here. So that is about that amount there. Okay? Oh, that's great. You know, it's interesting that a little bit of green dye, and some people try and pretend that this is wasabi, completely different. Same kind of family, but you know, you'll see horseradish can be used as a cheap alternative to wasabi. Now, of course, depending on which country you're in, you could certainly use wasabi instead of horseradish in this, definitely. Okay? Alright. Where else have we got to go? Oh, a little bit more spice. Hey. Pepper grinder. 1, 2, 3, 4. That'll do for 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll do for 2. A little bit extra for luck there. A little bit extra for a kick. Okay, we've got a lot in there. What do we need though? We need something that kind of cuts through all those flavours, something that kind of pulls it all together. We need citrus, and that's where lemon juice comes into play as well. Okay. Now for this one, I found around about 3/4 for these quantities seems to do a really good balance for each one. Now of course, when you actually come to the garnish, you're actually going to add a wedge of lemon, and people, you know, that gives them the flexibility of adding a little bit more citrus there. But that was our lemon juice. That was 3/4 ounce for each one. Alright, let's just check that we've got everything. Onion perns, vodka, tomato juice, yeah, pepper. I think we've got it all. Let's get this one chilled down then, okay? Let's do this. Lid on. We'll get this one shaken up. Done. Nicely chilled down. Alright. Let's get these ones poured out. Some fresh ice into our glasses. Don't be shy with the ice. I certainly know I like something that's going to cool down my head depending on what I've been drinking the night before. Alright. And then strain these out. Perfecto. Nicely chilled. A little bit of dilution to thin out that tomato juice a fraction as well. What more can you ask for? Alright. Wedge of lemon. It's a big chunk of lemon actually. A little bit bigger than what you would normally get. Celery. There we go. And there we have Bloody Mary. Something else though. You wonder what this bottle is sitting on the side here. This is sherry. Amontillado sherry. This is a Spanish one. Now I've actually found that a float of sherry on top, what it does is you've got a lot of flavours in there, a lot of vegetation, a lot that is a little bit more, it's not quite as sweet. You know, it's first drink in the morning maybe. You need something that kind of introduces you to the rest of the Bloody Mary. And I have found that I've seen a few where it's like a sweet vermouth or something, but I think a sherry actually does this better. It's a sherry float just on top. Not much, just a little. And you know what that does? That introduces your drinker to the Bloody Mary in a very, very subtle way. You give them that sweetness up front and they're like, oh, it's okay, I can handle that. And then all of a sudden they're getting the rest of that, the flavours, the spices coming through. This really is a really nice touch. If you've got it, do it. If you don't worry about it. All right. Okay. Should I leave this and taste it on New Year's Day, or should I taste it now? Let's go for it now, okay. Cheers. Bloody hell. Apologies. I have to say, that's one of the best Bloody Marys that I've made actually. Why? Sweetness up front, as I said, through that sherry there, just introduces you just subtly. The tomato juice, everything's chilled already, dilution's there, it's the right, how do I word it, viscosity. You know, you don't want something that's too thick to actually drink. You can't really taste the vodka in there, but you know it's there. It comes in at the end. There's this sort of, I'm not going to say a dryness, but there's something there. You do sense that the alcohol's in there. The spices are just at the right level. Worcestershire's not overkilling it. You've got the celery salt in there, so you've got a little bit of that saltiness. Yeah, okay, a bit obvious there, but this one, the lemon juice cuts through nicely. You can certainly add a little additional tweak there if you want. If you're doing that, let's give it a little stir, see what the difference is. Handy little stirrer included with this. A little more lemon juice, brightens up a little bit more. Sorry about that. But that is, I have to say, that is a fantastic drink. So, whether you're having brunch or you're trying to recover, one option is certainly the Corpse Reviver #2. That's an excellent drink as well to get you recovered. Too many of those, as I've said, can unrevive the revived corpse if you have too many. Made one of those, check up here, you'll be able to get to it. Another one, this Bloody Mary. Wow. It does the trick, seriously does. Alright, waxing lyrical once more. Oh! Excuse me. A bit of spice there hit me. Garnishes, celery, lemon. Put in whatever you want. Don't make it too overflowing. Olives are really good. Piece of even crispy bacon if you want to do that. Put that in there as well. There was a place that I was at many years ago and they did that. And it was like a brunch was actually included in the glass itself. You can put whatever you want. If you want to just keep it simple, lemon, bit of celery, hey presto, you're done. Anyway, hope everybody feels well. Enjoy the new year. And enjoy your Bloody Marys, okay? Cheers. Oh, that's awesome.